Okay, didn't mean to make this a tool review, but I got this tap and die set, and it's pretty good. No significant nasty burrs or anything like that on the tooling. A couple of dies are got a little bit teeny tiny burrs, nothing bad, but it does the job. And actually, I wanted to point out in this video for this is about the strut mount 0809 Ford Taurus, and I wanted to just say that, you know, using the tap and die set to go ahead and get these holes cleaned up in here makes a big difference, because they've got paint and everything from the manufacturer in there, and the way they did the you know, tap in there was a little rough. But essentially what this is this mount goes on top of there, and then these screws will go in like that, and there should be a rubber gasket in here. I'm going to cut one out, obviously. I'm just using this for demonstration, but it's about 5 millimeters thick. You can buy the gasket for this that goes on top here, so if you don't put that on there, you're probably going to get some noises in the trunk. This is a right rear strut mount, and obviously the bolts go in here and up top there, or on the other side. But I would definitely chase these threads on all your bolts and everything. So, but this is actually a Moog mount, and that's what it looks like on the inside. But a whole bunch of different manufacturers make these to go on top of there, and Ford, you know, their prices are insane. So I went with this. But this is a rebuild, and the other side, the left side, you can't even buy anymore. It's obsolete, or you can't find it. But I would use a little, I actually like this a little bit better than the, get a focus there, like this better than the PB Blaster. Doesn't stink as bad. Okay, so this is the other part of it, and it's a pretty nice tool. But anyway, just wanted to point that out. Really, for any car, if you go and you know, tap that out, you're going to have a lot easier time. I think the Volvo setup is similar to the, you know, because they were part of it for a while there, Volvo, Ford. So anyway, that's pretty much it with that. But and as far as, you know, if you have to get these out and you're going to do a total rebuild, and you want all Ford parts, is that you do have to drop the subframe probably about 1 3/4 inches, maybe 2 inches, to get this whole unit out of here, because this will come out. And I think that's a preferred method, just to take it out as all one unit. Don't undo the nut up top, because the spring tension the spring tension's from there and to the bottom of the strut. So I would I plan on taking it out as a unit. At the junkyard, I took the nut off, and it was a bear to get it, you know, get that strut out of there. There's a couple videos with I think TRQ and Nash. He has one that's pretty good, and there's another guy that does it really quick, and as far as taking the strut out. But anyway, that's just wanted to go over that. That, you know, you're going to make life a lot easier if you go and retap that, since there's so much garbage in these threads when you get them. It doesn't matter what manufacturer, they just paint in there, and sometimes the machining's not that, the job's not that great. So, okay, good luck.